Remember someone called David who fought a Goliath and saved his people from a tyranny? You remember a guy who said to God, "Oh God, you can't be serious, God. You want me to be what? A prophet? Oh God, please, no, man. Jeremiah. And you remember that young girl. No. Who's there? Gabriel. Gabriel who? Gabriel the archangel. Hello, Mary. Hello. Mary. Yes. God wants you to be the mother of God's son. What? You know, in this village, you can't scratch yourself without everybody knowing about it. And you want me to be what? An unmarried mother. She would have said, sorry. I'm a decent girl, try next door. And you just think of all of those people. A Francis. And then you go on and you think of the young people especially who were involved in demonstrations against the Vietnam War and forced their country, America, to get out of Vietnam. I just think of some of those kids in South Africa who decided they'd had enough and stood up against the injustice of apartheid. And then just think of all of the wonderful people around the world who supported our anti-apartheid struggle. Most of them, not exclusively, but most of them were young people. Fantastic. Fantastic. And just think now. Just think of what young people have done in Egypt, in Tunisia, in Libya. Just think of young people like Bob Geldof. I mean, he raises huge amount. I mean, just recently, he raised over 100 million for the people of Somalia. Just think of young people like the Crown Prince, that he was amongst those back home in Norway, saying after that ghastly atrocity, no, we're not going to respond with hate. We're not going to close down our nation. It was a fantastic moment for the world. And I think we should clap him as we clap the people of Norway for that incredible response to you are remarkable. Because you dream and you dream God's dream. Because God's dream is one day you and I and all of us will wake up to the fact that, hey, we're actually family. In fact, I mean, I don't want to be too proud of the fact, but you know, actually, you are all Africans. All come from Africa. So be nice to us. God was trying to tell us one simple thing. You really are brothers and sisters. You are members of one family. For goodness sake, can you imagine what it must be like to be God? Looking down, and God sees the things that God's children do to other of God's children. God looks in the Middle East. God looks Syria. I mean, these people are turning against themselves. Libya. You know, God is crying. God is crying. Because God says, when are my children going to know that there's no way in which they are ever going to be able to survive until they recognize our family? And you know, in the good family, you don't say, Granny, what is your contribution to the family budget? You don't say you are going to get in proportion to what you contribute. In a good family, you don't say, baby. I mean, what does baby contribute? I mean, sometimes odd smells. But in almost every family, baby is overwhelmed with love and caring. And look at us. Just look at the amounts that we spend on guns and bombs. Yeah? Billions, no, trillions. I don't know how much that is, but I'm told it's trillions. And all we needed is a small little fraction of those amounts. And then every single child on this earth would have clean water to drink, would have enough food to eat, would have a decent home, would have a good education. When will it get into our life? When? God says, hey, you, and you, and you, and you, and you are my partners. Help me. Help me, God says. Please help me. Please help me. And then God sees you. Okay? And God sees you supporting these guys when they say poverty will become history. Hey, poverty. We can eliminate poverty. We can eliminate hunger. We can. God says, hey, I depend on you. I depend on you. I depend on you. I depend on you. And when God looks down in Zurich, And God sees all of you. One young well. And God begins to smile. God begins to smile. Almost like when the sun shines in the rain. And the little angel, did you see that little angel who goes up and wipes the tears from God's eyes? God says, you. It is in your hands. It is in your hands. A better world. A world where there is no hunger. A world where people don't go to bed hungry. A world in which children don't die of preventable disease. God said, hey, you know something? You, and you, and you, and you. You might not be a VIP, but you are a VSP. You, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. I am a VSP. Hey, you've been sitting too long. Just stand. Stand. All of you young ones, stand. Okay? And, well, no, it wasn't a smart way of getting you to give me a standing ovation. No. I want you to raise your arms. And to wave. And to say, I am a VSP. Right? 1, 2.
I am a VSP.
I shut up, man. I am the conductor. The first time you say, I am a VSP. The second time you say, I am a very special person. Right? Let me go. Right?